And a ho ho ho, it is Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and happy holidays otherwise to you in this festive season. Sorry, I have been a little bit off and not keeping up with my Sunday and Wednesday uploads. First of all, if you follow my Instagram or Twitter or social media, you would know that I have been entertaining a couple of guests from America. And during that time, I was just really kind of like, man, you know what? I really need a break too. Like everyone else in their, everyday jobs, they usually get holidays this time of year. And I was just like, you know what? I need a break too. I need a break from videoing. I need a break from editing. I just need to give myself a bit of a rest. So I've had my rest and I'm back with a vengeance. So uploads are back at Sundays and Wednesdays as of now. And we have other things happening for 2020. But for today's episode, because it is Christmas Day, if you are in Australia and if you are in another part of the world, it will be tomorrow my time. Because yeah. So today I'm going to talk about my Christmas naughty and nice list. If you do follow my social media, you will know that I have just recently returned to being a vegetarian. I'm going to go about this as to the reasons why in another separate video, but with the state of the Australian climate right now, the emergencies, the bushfires, it's a devastating loss of lives, homes, wildlife, like the actual country is on fire, literally. And unless you're here and experiencing it, like it's a little bit hard to believe that we have ash falling from the sky. We don't have snow falling from the sky this Christmas. We have ash falling from the sky. And I guess it's kind of like a morbid thing to say, but sometimes a lot of us need disaster like this in order to kind of like wake up to ourselves and realize about the damage that we are doing to our environment, the home in which we live in. When I say the home in which we live in, it's like the earth, the ground. So this Christmas today, I'm actually doing nothing. Like I had a great time with my friends from America and I don't have any plans this Christmas and I'm like totally cool with that. I also don't believe that it would be right of me to celebrate Christmas when there are people out there who've lost their lives. We've had 2 volunteer firefighters who just like lost their lives helping to fight the fires. People have lost their home. People have lost everything. So I'm not actually celebrating anything at all. Not only that, like I am not a Christian, but I still, meet up with friends and we do our own kind of like celebration as well. But, I just wanted to point out like just some things like with these disasters that are happening. I've opened up my OnlyFans again, which was shut ever since like, I'm not really active, but I have been raising money on there for the wildlife and also a family who desperately need another water tank because this family who live in Greater New South Wales don't even have any water. Like how can you say you celebrate Christmas when you don't even have like a basic necessity of life that other, ones of us who live in the city take for granted this year? So Santa, I guess you have your own, but I've made my own naughty and nice list. And my naughty and my nice list consist of businesses who are more proactive with their packaging and their product in order to maintain sustainability. I've done separate vlogs and videos about what is recyclable. Now recycling, you do need to have like the triangle on there with the number. There are free soft plastic recycling that is usually at a supermarket. I take all my soft plastics and my things down to Collab supermarket, which is near me, but check with a local supermarket as to where they have a special one. Coffee cups are not able to be recycled in the coffee bin, okay guys? So when you're wondering why everyone is going on about coffee cups and the reusable cups, it's because you need a special machine in order to recycle general coffee cups. So, and they're only found in certain places. And my naughty list is actually going to be a lot of things which I have even spoken about and I have promoted, or I've loved their product and I've even done videos about it or put it on my social media. But when these disasters happen, I looked further into things which I had been overlooking and now they're on my naughty list. So I'm going to start off with the good list, and the good list goes to all of those businesses and products that are being sustainable and thinking of the environment and forward thinking. So first of all, I'm going to go Cousins, who make Morning Fresh dishwashing liquid. Now I did switch to an Earth Care dishwashing liquid, but after just reading the back of this, the Morning Fresh, which I do find the concentrate a little bit better, is biodegradable inside, a concentrated recycling bottle, and I can verify it's recycling because it has the triangle with the number down the bottom. For hand washing as well, just so you do know that if you do have a dishwasher, please do use a dishwasher. Dishwashers are actually proven, contrary to what you might think, actually use a lot less energy and water. So, but you know, some things can't be put in the dishwasher, you need to do it by hand, whatever, but choose a dishwashing detergent that is eco, so it's not going to pollute the waterways as well. So I do like Cussons, and there's also another one called Earth Choice. I just like this one because I find it just cuts grease a little bit better. So thank you very much. Nice list again. Sunken. I have recently bought a bunch of Sunken products. A lot of them are, you know, really good, like they don't have DEAs and parabens, and they're vegan and cruelty free and everything. But not only that, their packaging always is recyclable, so I can put that into the recycling bin. Another thing with my body care is I've started to buy in bulk, like big boxes. Like I have a big tub of shea butter which I got, which is probably going to last me literally all my life. It's huge. Like I put that on my body, I can put it like use it as an eye cream, and then afterwards when it's eventually empty, that packaging is recyclable. Like all of it is. So a lot of things I am buying in bulk now. A nice list as well is things that you get from the health food store are often either biodegradable plastic, so they can go inside the garbage bin as is and they will decompose. They're a different kind of plastic, or they are recyclable plastic such as this. So everything you get, I even got like a little chocolate down at the health food store, and the little wrapping that it came in is biodegradable, so it'll disintegrate very easily inside the earth. Nice list again. Locally made Bondi Boost hair care. They even come with sustainable packaging, like the bubble, like the big things that they used to package it with are biodegradable, recyclable plastic. I'm all about like 2020 for me, and everything is just going to be more eco, more biodegradable, more. Nivea, thank you very much. Again, like I had this sitting in my cupboard, but again, like everything that I'm getting now is in bulk because it's going to be less waste. What's this? Di Lorenzo, L'Oreal again, thank you, recyclable, and again, these are all things which are going to go be recycled, and everything in the future will be in large sizes and bulk. Wouldn't it be nice if there were businesses like all of these things, like you could have your bottle and you could take it to the factory and they could refill it for you? Wouldn't that be like an amazing thing? Like I do kind of like see that eventually businesses will probably end up going that way, is like you have your stuff, you can take it to like a shop and they just refill the bottles for you. I remember years ago there was a perfume, maybe it was like Angel or something, and you used to be able to take that bottle into like a department store and they'll refill that bottle for you. You're going onto your laundry and you're cleaning and everything like that. There are a lot of, you know, businesses that have developed like less waste, like even paper strips so you can put in the laundry. But a great way to wash your laundry and even just general cleaning is your basic white vinegar. Very inexpensive, right? Eco, it's not going to damage the environment, and often the plastics are recyclable. They are always recyclable. So, you know, like if you want something, if you can't really afford to buy the strips that are zero waste, then you can always opt for something that like just plain white vinegar, and honestly nothing smells when you come out of it. Like you could even put some essential oils into your washing, you know, the washing, to make it just smell a bit better. Cetaphil. Thank you, Cetaphil. Plastic again, I'm going to be buying bigger things. Now to go on to like what I'm doing around my home to make like zero, like less waste, is when I do need to hand wash, I got myself a silicone sponge. I even got another one for the laundry. You can also get wooden ones or bamboo ones that you can do it as well, and they work completely fine. You just put a bit of detergent on there and it honestly lathers up just as well as a regular sponge, and it doesn't, you know how regular sponges go smelly? Silicone does not. So my facial scrubber, so I'm no longer buying facial scrubs in the packaging to make less waste. I got this down at a Mind Body Spirit, like an Expo, but you can get other ones I'm sure, and you just rub it on. You can get body ones the same. I also picked up one of these as a body loofah and a scrub instead of using like buying packaged ones constantly. You just like rinse it all out and you can give it a spritz in like tea tree oil to give it like a good clean. Thank you also to these other companies like Activance and Schwarzkopf for your recycling plastic. Again, as I said, 2020, less waste. Once this is all used up, I'm not going to be buying things in such small packaging anymore. It's going to be in bulk. Like even if I buy something in like a jar, I keep the jar, I wash it out, and then I'm going to be taking it to stores that have like, you know, you can buy nuts and you can just take it there and they weigh it and then they refill those jars because it is making less waste. Now, I also got from my happy list, oh thank you, also there's a foot balm that I do use. When I have got like my plastic wraps and stuff, so I have ordered a bunch of other things that like female sanitary products, like I've got the cloth pads. I know a lot of you are like men, but most of you have sisters, mothers, aunties, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, so I brought the cloth pads. I don't know about the cups. I'm gonna try one out. I'm just kind of like, they look a little scary, but I've got like recyclable cloth pads. I've also got like a silicone earbud to reuse that because I don't want to keep using the earbuds. I do need, however, a silicone toothbrush that is reusable, and also one of the hardcore stainless steel or whatever they are with, you can buy individual razors, because the razors, you think about like how many disposable razors just end up in landfill. So there are a couple of things. I've added these to my wish list. I need to save up for them unless you want to treat me, and I'll put the link into my wish list down below in case you want to buy me something for my efforts. But as we go along, so I've also picked up these. These are one particular brand. You can get all kinds of ones, like I got these a pack of 3 down at Coles, and for $3 something or other. And instead of using the pull off, like, you know, the rolled plastic, you take these to the grocery store and you put your like fruit and veg in these, so you take it home. You can also machine wash these. And with my cling wrap and everything, I have just ordered some beeswax covers, like for my, you know, for everything. They're like fabric with the beeswax coating, so no bacteria can go inside. But also in the meantime, for these, I have opted for a brand called, Multix. They're the ones who make the these reusable grocery bags, but the biodegradable sandwich bags, as well, biodegradable cling wrap. These will actually decompose in the earth, and also the same brand in their garbage bin, so bags. So everything that I put inside here, the bag will decompose, and in the future, yeah, everything that I put, because if you don't have a compost bin, if you put like I just peeled a whole bunch of bananas. All my fruit is like, when I'm using like frozen fruit or everything, I'm buying in, like when something's on sale, I'm just buying the oranges, buying the bananas, peeling it and putting them in the and freezing it myself. So I'm not buying those individually, you know, frozen fruits as I was in the past anymore, although the bags from that can be recycled as well. But it's kind of like using less is better. Everyone for Christmas that I did have to get for got reusable keep cups and water bottles, or both. Like, you know, I didn't get anyone gifts, like it's just like throwaway kind of gifts or whatever. I got them just something that I feel consciously better doing for the environment, and also something that they're going to be able to use. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the naughty list. As I explained before, what I'm going to say on my naughty list, these are products that I actually like, and ones that I've even spoken about in here and I have used. But the reason that I'm putting them on my naughty list this year, and I will not be using their products again or buying any more of them, is simply because their packaging is non-eco-friendly, it's non-sustainable. And why? It's because when they've got that plastic packaging, it has not been labeled with the triangle and the numbering in it, so it's not able to be recycled. In actual fact, if that was to go in the recycling bin, it would contaminate everything that's been put inside that bin to make all of it just non-recyclable. Like, that's what happens to it. I actually even feel guilty even putting this into the general waste where it belongs. Like, I just can't, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna actually not even dispose of these at all. Like, I'm gonna keep them here like a hoarder, because I just don't wanna, I can't consciously do it anymore. Like, you know, even though I knew about it before, like even with these disasters that's going on, I just can't do it. So, not like having a go at these products in actual way. As I've said, I have used them and I like them. I like the product that it is, but I just will not buy them anymore, and I can't promote them because until they change their things. So, Invisible Zinc sunscreen, big fan of the product. When I was emptying these out, or I've still got like some left, I'm like, there is no, I mean, they're vegan and cruelty free, but they missed an oversight of, you know, not being able to be recycled. So, sorry, Only Zinc, you are now on my naughty list. Sunsense by Ego, I have a couple of things from them. Again, same situation. It's kind of like, guys, you could have like just labeled the packaging properly. There are a couple of other brands as well. Like, this is just what I found inside my house right now. Like, you know, there are a whole bunch of other things. So I'm not just exclusively saying about these. I am talking about, like, you know, in general, there's quite a lot. And there will come a time when I think that everything will be refillable, to be honest. Aspect, Australian made, own, I really like their products. Again, I can't do anything. I can't like that's just gonna go to landfill, right? Well, I'm not going to. The Perfect, I recently did video about this product, the Perfect Hair Pierre Haddad Charcoal. It's just gonna go to landfill, guys. Like, I can't. And even the makeup that I'm wearing now, that I have sworn by, I like stopped using all my makeup and I purchased all, like I literally have a supply of this makeup that's probably gonna last me a couple more years, but hopefully by the time that this, you know, that I finish out what I've got, that there will be a way in which I can recycle this particular plastic, or, you know, they change their packaging, and that's a fit cover. Yeah, I'm like, this is the makeup that I just use, and none of it, it's like not labeled at all correctly. And I contacted them and I've asked them, like, is the new packaging got recyclable? And I hope in the future that they do, because I absolutely love this product. I have got a whole bunch of it left, but I will be holding on to all of these stuff. Like, I'm gonna be holding on to all of this because I do not have the conscience to actually throw this into landfill. I can't, like, with the environment, the way that it's all going on right now, it's just, for me, it's just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Everything, as I've said, that's in my nice list, and it does have the little ditty, you know, it has been done correctly. This is all going to be recycled, and then everything will be going into bulk. So I'm gonna do like another video, obviously later, this is going to be continued, about, you know, all my naughty and nice list and other things that I'm getting along the way, the cloth pads that I got, the menstrual cup that I'm buying, a whole bunch of other things, and I'm going to put some links in down below. If you like this video and more to come, please give me a thumbs up and then subscribe, and also the bell notification so you get notifications of all my future videos. Please stay safe, especially if you're in Australia and you're out in the fires, and my heart goes out to those families who have lost their homes, a loss of lives, and especially the animals. My OnlyFans is active again if you do wish to join. 100% of the profits and the proceeds from my OnlyFans have gone to people who in times of need. It's going to wildlife organizations, it's going to a family that need to buy a second water tank so that they have water, and it's going to other animal organizations as well. But, you know, just do your part. There's other organizations that desperately need volunteers to go and help save the wildlife. You know, every single, doesn't need to be like through me, just something that you need to do. So have a very happy and peaceful holidays and New Year, and I hope that 2020 for you is also as sustainable as what my 2020 is going to be.